So after the INT, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Brady. Escaping the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Charvarius Ward, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 44-yard line.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. They set up the screen for Henry. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
41. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
He'll pitch it. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Calais. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Brady's throw there complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. This is taken at about the 14. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And got his man complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they got to go and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. He's at the 30, the 20. And he will take this one home. That's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down.
Logan Cook.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, it's Henry. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
He's taken down at the 30.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Now a play fake. Brady. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Trey Burton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. From the gun, Brady.
When it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Now, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll run it. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And now look at him go. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And they will score at it's a Packer touchdown. A rare pick six thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick sixes in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
6-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Well, that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Down at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
The pass.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, it's Calais. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First down, Packers.
He'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they've got him well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. They're going to look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Going to be incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
The Saints 21-yard line.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Brings up second.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's got his tight end, Burton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
12 more yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
29-yard line.
First down carry for Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He's on the tackle.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now they'll throw with Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Henry. And a short gain down to about the 33. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Randy Bullock on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. Well, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 22-yard line.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is...
That's caught at the 25. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
14.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Brady to throw. Can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked. If someone's going to be happy with that effort, you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And what a return as he brings us all the way back to the 25-yard line.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season.